True, we could be. We're going to find out.
There's something over my face.
We're going to find out in a minute. Eventually, this should say live. We haven't used this setup in forever. Okay. Possible we're live. Maybe. Or we have been for a little bit. So let me get out of here.
I might have to back out and go back in.
Possibly. I'm heading over to the YouTube now.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I have an ad, and now I'm skipping, and now we're here.
We're here? Okay, yep,
well,
I see
I'm
it.
here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, and Kim's waving at us.
Kim's waving. Hello, waving. All right, somebody's been a member for 53 months. Brenda, Ireland. Wow, member 53 months. Hi, everyone. Yeah.
All right, so we
I
got
just
chat
saw that
on
one
our
at the top.
phones. Welcome.
Welcome.
To the official Kickoff to Kidding season.
Yes. And we got 2 thumbs up, so they can hear us and see us.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, and it's super low budget. We'll explain some of that in a little bit. Or low tech.
Can't open my cup.
It was stuck?
No, I was holding it the wrong way.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, welcome everybody. If you want to, just like Pete and Kat just said, put in how many kidding seasons you've been with us.
Yeah.
Is this going to be your first, your second, your third, your ninth? I don't know. I don't know if anybody can say they've been here for 9 years.
No, not at all. Other than me and you.
But it's close.
And some neighbors, possibly.
Close.
Yep. Another 53-month member right there with James.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As
Yeah.
a kid, it's close.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do this is a very, very informal Q&A. We did not collect questions. We decided to do this morning. We did not want to step on anybody's toes with the this or that kickoff to kidding season event in the barn that some villagers are hosting.
What time is that at?
It's at 5.
Oh, so we got to be done by 5?
Yes.
Or are they pushing it off? Is they going to put it on hold till
No, we're
like
gonna
6?
be done. It's gonna bing bang boom.
Oh, bing bang boom. We're
Bing,
going
bang, boom.
fast. Okay.
Bing, bing,
7th.
boppity.
I heard 7th kidding season.
That's what I'm saying. People are getting close.
I think some of those are the highest. 7.
People are getting close to that really long time.
2.5, I think.
Yes, it counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
Yeah.
And yes, Stella is here. She is blending. Yes, you're blending in with my blankie. Yes, you are.
Yep.
Yeah. So she's a happy girl. So yeah, for anybody who has not been here for kidding season, or Q&A for that matter, the way we kind of run our Q&As typically is you would email your questions in. We didn't do that this time. We're just going to keep an eye on chat, and whenever you guys ask a question, we'll try to do our best to answer it. The way we can easily spot your question amongst the rest of chat is if you put a red question mark in the front and the back of your question.
Alright, I got something really weird I want you to do.
Okay.
Click on Vicky's. You're under Simon Says Farms Live?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, what are you under?
Yes, I'm under.
Okay,
Farms
Vicky,
Live.
don't get nervous. I want you to remove her as a moderator.
Why would I do such a thing?
And then you're going to add her back as a moderator, and it's going to give you an option, because there's 2 different moderator levels now in YouTube. And our moderators are not on the higher one. So in other words, they don't have as much power as we can actually give them.
Okay.
And one of the features that the higher level moderator can actually do is turn slow mode on and off.
Okay.
So just in case we ever get into a point where we
we'll
could
do that not during the live
Oh,
Q&A.
okay, fine. I was going to
I think that
that's
would
a
be
good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
We'll do it on a less busy day.
Yeah. So in other words, there's a lot of technical things that have changed in the YouTube world and in the way we operate. To what Liz just said, no more words on the screen anymore during live Q&As like this. Very simple, because the software program that we used to use doubled the cost, and we decided no, we don't need it. So we're going to do more impromptu, very informal Q&As. Some we'll plan a week in advance, and you'll know, and you guys can email in. We'll do those too, but we're going to try to throw in some of these as well, because
why not?
It's easier. Yeah.
Why not?
All right, so go ahead. What do you got?
Well, our first question came in from Bonnie, who asks, how's Stella doing? So for those who don't know, Stella had an inner ear infection that paralyzed the right side of her face, caused balance issues, caused her eye to not be able to blink. So we've been doing eye drops around the clock. And for the most part, she's doing well. This is not a short recovery time. We are on month 2 of this. I think we're solidly into like the 6 to 7 week mark. So maybe we're coming up on month 2. And the treatment is about 4 months from beginning to end, if all goes well. If not, we continue with treatment. She has some movement of her face, of the right side of her face. Her eye is starting to give some sort of movement as far as like the eyebrows going up and down, somewhat symmetrically to her left side. She still has a head tilt to the right. When she shakes out, sometimes, like, you know, after a nap or going potty or whatever, she'll fall over. So there's still some balance issues. But overall, I would say her spirits, she's completely Stella.
Oh, yeah.
She's not miserable anymore. When she first started, you could tell, like, she wasn't eating. She was in pain. That's when I decided to give her pain meds, even though the doctor said no pain meds. I was like, screw that. If you had an inner ear infection, you'd want pain meds, so I'm giving them to her. And funny how she immediately started eating once she got those meds. So she's actually off a lot of her meds. She'll be on antibiotics for another 2 months. The eye drop she's on until her eye starts moving like completely normal. She did have a little bit of an ulcer of the eye a couple weeks ago that we caught early. So she started antibiotic eye drops for that. And she's still on her ear drops.
I should have relabeled this Q&A. Let's talk about Stella. Because we could go on for a long time.
Question number 1.
I know.
No, we went down a really long, deep hole road with Stella from, you know, And
if you watch all the videos, you know some of it. I mean, I kind of, you know, every couple weeks talked about it and, you know, very high level, not as fancy as you did.
Yeah. No, I know as soon as she started chasing Binks again, she was fine.
Yeah.
Because for a while there, she would just lay in bed and she'd look at him and he'd look at her. He would panic and she'd be like, I don't know if I really care about you right now.
Yeah.
And then like a couple weeks later, in the middle of the night, she jumped off the bed and they hissed. He hissed and she ran and I was like, well, I think she's fine now.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, I mean, she's back to going to work with me, and she just, she's happy.
These kids, Mom and Dad are working, and they're trying to call me.
Who dis? New number.
So, yeah. Go ahead. You'll have to go to the next question.
So
I
I actually want to ask.
Child.
Oh, okay, I'll answer the next question.
Go ahead.
Crazy Cats asked, did you ever find out what was wrong with Thor? So, no. None of his test results ever came back with anything that said, like, hey, this is what was wrong. And good thing you treated with that because that was the treatment. Nothing. Everything came back negative. Fecal results, blood work. We did a Yoni's test. Everything came back negative, which is good, but also didn't tell us what was going on. And we don't know why or what treatment worked. But we have some theories, and that was what this morning's video was about, that you talked about, you know, adding different grain to all of House of Pie, adding different minerals to all of House of Pie. You know, when something like this happens and we have an aging herd and you start seeing similar symptoms throughout your herd, so we have a bunch of boys in House of Pie 1 and had some girls in House of Pie 2 who were like just chronically thin. And we were like, well, they have all the hay they could ever want to eat. Some of them are getting the grain. Like House of Pie 2 got grain every single morning.
For about a year now.
Why are they still not looking great? So we're going to change some things up and see what happens with that.
Yep.
But no, Thor, I have some theories on what happened with Thor. It could have been as simple as a viral infection that we just had to give him the supportive care, which we did. and until he got over it. But I'm really still kind of baffled with Thor, and so is Dr. Kara. So he's doing well, and that's really where we're just going to keep our focus on. He's doing well. We have a couple other boys who we would like to see add a couple pounds. We're working on that as well, and hopefully spring and warmer weather will take some of the stress off of their bodies.
Mm-hmm. Next question.
Next question was from Ruth P. Do you need any more bowl holders?
I'm not sure what she means.
I don't. Oh, she's the one that makes the.
Oh no, yeah, those we don't need.
But no,
we have a lot of those.
But
Thank
the kids love them.
Oh, the ones for the microwave. Yeah,
yes.
We're good there. We have plenty of
Hope
those.
also asked about Stella. So Michelle asked, Liz, are you breeding less moms than years before? Just curious. Actually,
more. Well, this year.
This year we're breeding one more than our number. We usually try to do 7. What?
It's cold in here.
Get a blanket.
Okay, keep going. That's fine.
That's why I have a blanket.
Yeah.
Where's Jake going?
Oh, that's what they were just texting me. That I was doing.
And he's stealing a child.
Yeah, he's stealing Tyler. That was the dad thing. Tyler was trying to call me to let me know they're leaving to go somewhere.
Got it. So we try to breed.
I still cannot get over that our kids are leaving in a car to go somewhere. 2 of them. Okay, sorry. We're old. Continue.
No, you're old. I'm a little older than I was a couple weeks ago.
I will refrain from commenting.
We are still old.
Nope.
Yeah, so 7. 7 goats is what we usually try to do, and this year we have 8, because I was thinking maybe 1 might not have taken. What?
It's a spider!
Ew, really?
Oh.
Come on now! You don't lead with it's a spider.
I got rid of it. I was trying to do it calmly so you can answer the question.
There's nothing calm about me now.
Okay, continue. Yeah, she's breeding more. 1 year we did 10. That was stupid.
Oh, still there. You idiot didn't get it.
Remember, I'm too old.
Yeah, your eyes clearly can't see.
It was tiny. Congratulations to everybody and their member milestones. Yep, okay. So, next question. Are you afraid of Vera escaping the Red Barn area to get to Mom?
No.
No.
No, not really.
But I am trying to figure out a way to take... Oh, I can't move my foot or else the whole camera moves. See?
Are you going to get the spider?
To try to take the camera that was on puppy cam, the puppy cam of the 2 puppies in, like, even, and I almost said Tinsel, but Tinsel visits all the time.
It's going to happen. Ah, there it is.
That camera, I might try to move it to cover the Red Barn. The problem is, you're pushing, just in case, you're pushing the computers to the max, and they can't handle all those cameras. So we're trying to figure that out, to see what to do there.
Yeah.
And then you're pushing the moderators to the max with all those cameras running. So, you know.
We had a team meeting this morning, and they feel confident.
Right, but they didn't know Aaron's about to launch 2 more. Remember, we have Porch Cam on right now.
We should do that.
Well, Porch Cam technically is running 4 cameras right now, but it's all on 1 chat, so that's easy. It's 1 chat running 4 cams. Whatever. That'll change to probably Aisle Cam, the one eye in the sky, our typical nursing area. So that'll be 1. You'll have your OG camera, and then your floating camera, which still isn't live yet. So if somebody decides to have a baby...
Well, OG Cam's going to have to come down because nobody will be there.
They are still there. They're always there. OG Cam's really popular, even when... Because that's just the normal, everyday, it just hangs out over their camera. Now, we do have bunk bed cam, which we could technically move. Mm-hmm. So we could figure out where we want to put that. Thank you. You almost got me wet with your lip.
That's her new sound.
My point is...
She can't feel the lip, so it just flops when she shakes her
There'll
head.
be at least 3 chat rooms to monitor. There'll be at least 3 cams, 3 chats to monitor. I don't know if I launch a 4th one to cover the Red Barn and if any computer can handle it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I just don't want the cams to go down.
Neither do I. And we already had a computer issue this morning that reared its ugly head and cannot be fixed right now. Yeah. So that was fun. I'm trying to be positive. Glass half full. This is half full.
Actually empty.
Half full.
Fine. Well,
right
it's on
now.
its way down though, so it's
Still a lot of water in there.
okay.
Yep. Next.
Vicky asked, "Are the dogs using their new crates?"
Some of them.
4 of them are.
Yeah, 4 of them.
Well, Figgy and Eve aren't old enough for crates yet, so I mean, in our house, like the way it's working. So they still have like their playpen, and they come out and they play with everybody, and then when they're done playing with everybody, they go back in their playpens.
Yeah.
But no crates for them yet. They're still living together.
Yep.
Having some play dates with their grandma and their mom.
Actually,
I will tell you, Figgy and...
your nose is clogged up with some boogers.
Can you?
Okay, later. We'll take care of it. She needs a lot of attention.
She was special before. She was special before all this, and she's real special now.
You don't have to come over now. Okay, next question.
Oh, okay. So Claudia asked, probably like the question of the day is, who do you think will give birth first? And my answer this afternoon, well, I said I don't know. And then the follow-up question is usually like, well, when? And I was like, well, sometime between now and April 1st was my answer.
It's a good answer.
Right. Because, you know, my
Well,
crystal ball is foggy.
Okay, Ari right now is in her window.
And Ari and Finley are in their windows.
And Finley looks further along than Ari.
Not in the ligaments.
But not in the ligaments, right. There's just like, that kind of like...
No, like Finley has a little cute udder coming in.
Right.
Ari...
Nothing.
Nothing, you know.
Yeah. So right now,
really
those are the 2 to keep an eye on, really. But, yeah. It's not happening tonight.
I'm not looking at anybody.
Yeah.
What's the most memorable moment through the years of kidding season?
Let's keep that positive, okay? That answer. The question can go 2 different ways. So let's keep that positive or interesting or entertaining or wow.
Okay, like top 3 moments is the time that 3 goats had babies all within like, what was it, an hour?
Yeah, we probably had 3 in like an hour, yeah.
I also believe that was the same hour that we were outside. Oh, I had the flu. So I was delivering babies with 102 fever that year. And then placenta pants by far takes the cake.
Do we have a short of placenta pants?
That went on for
Can the moderators
hours.
find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we have like...
But it went on for... Because we were... Angie and I were in Greta's pen with Tiger and Lily, who were just born.
Which were the splashdown babies, which I was going to put at the top 3.
Yep.
I have another one for top 3.
And then, and we were like deliriously tired. And so I ended up sitting in one of the placentas because Bradley had covered it instead of taking it out.
Yeah.
And I stood up and Angie's like, oh, and I was like, what? She goes, you sat in something. And so all of YouTube saw placenta pants.
So I highly recommend, if this is your first Q&A and the moderators start dropping links to videos, click on the link but have it open in a different tab and then pause it. And then the next time they do it, same thing. Click, open a new tab, pause. And then when this Q&A is over, you have all these tabs open and you can go binge watch. And you don't miss anything.
All the funny moments.
All the funny moments. So that's one, placenta pants. Not sure if there's a video with just that little clip. The other one was splashdown babies. There definitely is a short of that one. My third one, which I know that video is out there somewhere, is when 8 goats fit in 1 blue barrel.
That wasn't, well, for me that wasn't kidding season.
That was kidding season for me. Because it's
was
still
just
like
post
babies in barrel time.
Everybody was already out.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like
birthing part.
The delivery part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Dee's delivery of the triplets was pretty memorable too. For all the right reasons, because she was the only set of triplets we ever had that came out not complicated.
Yeah.
And I remember it felt like, 101 Dalmatians moment where it's like they just kept coming out.
Yeah.
And then she laid down after the third one came out and she started pushing again. I was like, oh no, this isn't happening again.
Yeah.
And thank goodness it was just the placenta, but that was pretty memorable. Rachel asked, how is Charlotte doing?
Charlotte's doing fine over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We actually just saw a picture of Tyler showing Charlotte at the fair. We saw that last night over dinner. We met up with somebody that was from the old times, back when the kids used to show goats, and I dug through the phone, and I went way back, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's Tyler showing Charlotte. Yeah. Yep.
Peggy asked, Aaron, will you please make blooper videos again?
That actually was not me. That was Liz. So, actually, it's probably, I don't know how many blooper videos there are. Again,
I think there's like 3.
The moderators can look for them.
There's like 3 years.
I might have made 1, and I think Liz made the other 2.
I don't know.
Yeah. But they're a challenge to make, because it all comes down to saving all the clips, compiling them all in a folder, and then putting them all together. So
yeah, you're saving it throughout the year.
You got to save it throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley asked, will you have the fucculent soaps in the farm store during goat snuggles?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to make more, because...
Wait a second. We did not sell out of the fancy premium version. We did not sell out of.
Right.
As far as I know.
However, I know there's less than 5 left.
Okay. Question, though. Close your ears, YouTube. Less than 5 that are completely made, or less than 5 total?
Total.
If you know what I mean.
Total.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if there will be any more in the store after that run. But the sugar scrubs, on the other hand, those ones that sold out, we are planning on bringing those back. So just stick around. This goes back to, like, kind of a little bit sort of like the technology thing. Like, if they want to double the price of that software, we're just going to go without it and make it simple, like a little easier. The launches, yes, they're still 4 a year, right? That's not changing. 4 a year. We had to move the spring one this year because of double puppy breeding and all this.
No, technically... Okay, so technically there's usually, I want to say, 5 launches. So we usually have February 1st, which is Valentine's Day, but we also cluster that into spring. And we have June 1st, which is summer, September 1st, which is fall, November 1st, which is Black Friday, and then we, hold on. Huh.
That's it.
No, there's supposed to be 5.
My point is there's probably not going to be 5. There's going to be 4, but within there's going to be small micro launches like sugar scrubs are back in stock, and we'll just launch it, and boom, you can go back and buy them. We don't plan on keeping those out of stock. We plan on bringing them back. Will we wait till April 1st to do it? Maybe. I don't know. That all depends on how and then we have Swanky sauce that we're still working with the kitchen to get back into, to bring back hot and fire and a possible new flavor, all in like a micro launch, and not wait all the way until the summer one in June, because I want Swanky sauce here for Villager Weekend and the store. So just subscribe to our email and hit that button that you don't care if we send you marketing, because there are a lot of people that buy from us that didn't click the button that says I accept marketing, meaning you don't get our emails when we launch new stuff. So
Here you go. This question.
Oh, you got a question you can't understand?
Well, I think
I'm gonna scroll and see if I can find it.
Okay. Well, I understand Janice's question. Which mom? Hold on. Well, Bonnie asked first. Won't the OG cam be on the last stall in the back? Sometimes we turn that cam around.
So, yeah, it could. The OG cam could swing and look at stall.
Whoever's in stall 7.
7. That could do that. Or if we build a FEMA trailer stall, which I don't think we have to this year.
Most definitely do.
Oh, we do.
We have 8 moms, 7 stalls.
Yeah, but our 8th mom's going to have a baby, and mom number 1's baby's going to be 2 months old. Okay, that was an exaggeration. Like 3 weeks old.
He does Common Core math. So don't write anything in your notebook that he says.
But you know my point.
It's not that. No.
They're,
it's not that bad. And
okay.
Think about this. Hold on. This is where he did not
that's why I thought
his thinking brain.
they could go down the rabbit aisle pen. We can put somebody down there.
Well,
So
now you have the right answer.
not a FEMA trailer in Gen Pop.
No, you cannot use Gen
Right,
Pop.
we're not going to use it. Right. So
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure out where OG Cam goes.
Okay. Janice's question asked, which mom are you most excited to see their babies? I think anytime you've got a Moo Legacy baby in the oven, that will be the most anticipated baby in my book. But I'm also looking forward to seeing what Fergie and Mufasa create. Honestly, Ari and Mufasa, that's going to be an interesting one.
I'm always interested in Dolce. Because she's just so unique
Dolce,
anyways, being a tog with no white.
Right. Dolce, I'm really interested to see if she'll do, like, a chocolate brown cow.
And who is she bred with this time? I don't...
Same one. Mufasa.
It's a Mufasa.
Everybody's mini except for 80.
80's the only one full size. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's... If I had to really say, like, top of the list, it would be Finley's. So, and I think there could be 3 in there.
In who? For who?
Finley.
Finley? Oh yeah, she's huge.
No, it's tough because
I think she's the big one, right?
Her mom and grandmother always carried huge. But her grandmother had triplets several times. So it's within possibility that Finley has 3 little mini cows in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Mm-hmm. We will see. How many babies do you think Dolce has? Well, whatever the ultrasound said.
2, maybe.
I don't remember what it said.
Yeah.
She's carrying big though.
She is.
For minis, like she always hides the baby. She's got a big barrel like her mom and her grandmother, and so you have to wonder like, why do you look fluffy this year? She's had 2 singletons. Mm-hmm. You know, the previous years, one of them being a mini, which he doesn't identify as mini, but he is half. So we'll see. I mean, I don't think this is one big baby in Dolce.
Right. No, not at all. I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Lynn's King asked, will you ever get a doe Nigerian dwarf? So I'll never say never, but I don't have any plans on it right now, and it's only really because the Nigerian dwarf does tend to have a significantly higher complication rate when it comes to birthing, kind of like Frenchies. They've got small hips, big heads. And so your C-section rates are way higher on Nigerian dwarfs than they are on full size. So I really like the idea of keeping full-size girls with a mini boy. Now our issue is going to become...
Right. Next year when we breed someone like... Who would be...
Vera.
Right, Vera. Now it's a half mini, not a full mini.
Well, she's a half mini going to a mini, so her babies are going to be 75%
so it should be fine. Yeah.
But no, I mean, you have full minis with full minis, and it's complicated. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Bonnie said one of her top memorable moments was when Erin delivered 7 moms within 72 hours.
That's why you had COVID,
I did not have COVID.
Not COVID. What was it? Back, right? Yeah. It was the back. Yep. You were on Zoom, sort of.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, there's a door. You know, the time you Supermaned over the half wall.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's probably when you broke your hip.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, because the timing of it definitely worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Binks is fine. You could read that question.
Yeah, you should probably read the question before you make an outburst.
Has Binks let Aaron sleep in the bed yet? Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't kick him out. He just sometimes makes it uncomfortable.
Yeah,
by peeing on your side, but he hasn't done that in a while.
Jumps on me before he goes, oh, 5-member gift. Wow, thank you. Yeah, he jumps on me before trying to get to the food.
He jumps on me from the cat tree in the middle of the night. I've got some PTSD over that.
Yeah.
It scares the crap out of me. But no, right now Binks is on our bed on my heating pad because I left it on for him and he's sitting on it. Don't even.
We leave that. Let me see how high our electric bill
Why
is
don't you
right
not? That's not going to bring. Remember, positive.
Yeah.
Half glass full.
Positive for me is knowing why it's high.
It
helps.
It's an unhealthy relationship with your phone.
No, it's not the phone. It's the app on the phone. Actually, I don't look at it that often. Let's clarify. I have an app on the phone that tells me exactly what's using all our electricity.
About
I don't look at it that often.
I'm talking about other
Yes,
apps on your
I
phone
know.
too. Also unhealthy.
Yep, but yep.
Okay.
I refrained. Has Binks let Aaron sleep? We talked about that one.
We
right?
did.
Let's keep going. How was lunch? I just ate it. It's right there. Yep.
All right, I'll take over from asking the questions. The question is actually, how was the launch?
Oh, how was lunch? I'm hungry, okay? Sorry.
This is what I deal with all day long.
Okay, I gotta stop talking.
No. Keep talking. Just stop reading. Go ahead.
Nope, I'm good. Go ahead.
The launch was good. I mean, as you can see, we sold out of some things. We're very, very close on selling out of some other things.
I have a question.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to get in line.
Okay.
I have more questions here. And then Sue asked how Binks is again. Binks needs a diet. Actually,
Okay.
he doesn't need a diet
He needs
plan.
2 of them.
He's already on a diet plan. What he needs now is an exercise plan, because what I'm realizing is he's not losing any weight just by eating less calories. Now he needs a little spinny hamster wheel so that he can run, because that guy is a porker. He's a piggy. Are you still writing your question?
Yeah, I'm putting it in chat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Tyler's excited that Ari could give birth on his birthday?
Tyler's excited because he's not going to school on his birthday. Because he's got other plans.
Yeah, one of them is delivering Ari's
Correct. So yes, he's kind of excited there.
Do you think he's gonna name the babies? You know what? I can't trust Tyler to name babies because
no, it'd be named like Ford Ranger.
It's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. Anytime Sadie had babies, and say they were like white and like cream, he would name them Marshmallow and Toasted Marshmallow.
Yes, I do.
And I was like, these aren't names. He can't be trusted. Cannot. Nope. Hold on. Well, no, I don't even know. So Michelle has a customer service question. She said she made a big purchase yesterday, and then it told me I get a free soap. Was that for me to pick? Because I didn't. No. And no. So we throw in some samples of soap that we have left over that we package up just specifically for the free soap. We don't take like requests or anything. It's just what we have. And hopefully we try to match your free soap with a soap that you did not already purchase. If that's possible. Otherwise, if we don't have anything, that you didn't already get, then unfortunately you're getting something, because that's all we have.
Right. It's every order over $35, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Everybody wants to know about Mr. Binks.
Okay, what do they want to know about him?
Just how is he doing?
Oh, he's fine. He's fat and happy. You'll have to take a picture of him all fat.
I have.
Okay.
Thinking ahead. How will you ever get to 7 next year?
Oh, 7.
Well, I'm going to have to pick and choose next year.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of options.
Not everybody is going to be bred.
Yeah, it's just like we skipped Harper. She could have bred this year. She's not.
I retired her.
Past, yeah, but that's my point. She wasn't past the age. There's another one over there. Who is it? I don't know. That's not past the age, but we were like, nah. We got enough.
Well, Vixen will never be bred.
No, Vixen won't.
And Gia can't be bred because she don't want to be a mom.
Yeah.
So they're all of my eligible girls over there, but they're not really eligible because I've already retired them.
Yeah.
Next year it's just going to be, you're going to pick the absolute healthiest of the healthy. Everybody else gets a year off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, interesting question.
Yeah.
Is there a baby goat that you wish you hadn't sold?
Oh, I gotta stop doing that. My foot's hitting the tile that's shaking the camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was Amy's first baby, Aubrey.
I remember that.
Every single time I think back of, like, who should I have kept? She was one that I really did not want to sell. We just weren't really didn't have the ability to keep goats at that time without, like, I don't know if we kept anybody that year.
Yeah,
we
I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I can't remember a year we kept nobody.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning, for sure. How many babies do you think Dolce has? Well, I don't know.
It's 2 or 3. Those are my numbers.
We'll see.
2 or 3.
We'll see. Sometimes those ultrasounds show 3, and it's really like, all right, maybe there could be 3. I mean, like I said, Dolce's big this year, so I wouldn't put it past her if she's got 3 in there, but she's only ever had 1, so we'll see. Thank God she makes a lot of milk, so I know if she does have 3 mini babies in there, they'll be fine. I don't think we'll have to supplement for them. Who would Deja breed with this fall? Well, all of our Mufasa babies would breed back to Mufasa this time. If we keep anybody out of him, I have plans for that. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
That makes you just stick around.
Plans for that. Typo. Die? Oh, sorry. What would you do if Finley has a baby that looks like Moo?
Keep it. I could answer that one.
So, here's the thing about Finley. Had like this, I don't know if it was a revelation, premonition, whatever you want to call it. But last week it hit me, and it was like a 2x4 hit me over the head. Like this aha moment, brightest light bulb, where I was doing some of the mathing and realized that Finley will be 148 days pregnant on Moo's birthday. And it occurred to me only just at that moment in time that it's possible that Finley will have babies on Moo's birthday. And so that was a pill to swallow. Yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that, but I told Angie and I told Aaron, and I was like, if this happens, you're going to have to hold me, because I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself until I know everything is healthy and fine and whatnot. But I think, Finley having the first set of Moo great-grandbabies, even remotely close to Moo's birthday, is going to be a high anxiety time, but also, like, I don't know, there's, like, bittersweetness about it. It's, yeah, it's gonna be something. And then we're gonna need the best names ever. We're gonna need the best names ever anyway, what am I kidding? Oh, Mel asked, will you both play this or that with us in chat after this?
Possibly. I gotta cook dinner. So I could try to watch. If you want to sit in the kitchen and ask questions while I'm cooking, we could try.
I'll answer for both of us.
Okay, if they're the same answer.
Well, no, I'll just be like, I said this, and Aaron said that.
That works.
Or whatever I say, Aaron's the opposite, because I don't know how...
It could be true. It could be. Yep.
Perfect Piggies. Has Ari or Finley's ligaments softened yet? No. Who is it? Fendi. Fendi, of all goats, feels mushy. Like, but her ligaments are still there.
Right,
but she has, like, that extra mush back there. That's just
So what happens is the tail and the ligaments start to separate. And then eventually the ligaments get so loose that the baby can make it out. You could feel that separation a little, like, oh, it's getting a little squishy under here, but the ligaments are still there. They're like pencils.
I just think she's carrying fat in her butt.
It could be it.
Yeah.
I feel that way sometimes.
We all carry it in different places.
Yeah.
Let's see. They're all talking about Binks now.
Yeah, somebody asked about catio.
I love catios.
So that is an option off the deck. Technically, you could screen that whole thing in and cover it, but I don't know. It'd only be good for like what, 2 seasons of the year?
I don't know. That door is open.
You know.
Even now.
Yeah, but sort of. It's opened like a crack to let some fresh air in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
He does love the bugs, so maybe something.
I don't know.
Like chasing flies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't want flies in that if it's gonna. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, we would leave our screen door closed.
You would let him out, close the door, right?
Yeah,
so
he
it
could
wouldn't
just
be
be
right. I gotcha.
Oh well, look at this. Aaron asked,
Ooh.
should we pre-order sugar scrubs and swanky sauce and hold off and relaunch them when we make even more?
Said or hold off. It should have said or.
Maybe.
Did it say or?
It did.
Okay. I couldn't remember what I wrote.
Well, let's see what the village said.
Yeah, they asked, are you asking your wife or us?
I'm pretty sure. Because I was going to throw it right back at them and be like, what do you think?
So what do you think? So, think about it. Bath salts, not bath salts. Sugar scrubs. Completely new product line. New bottling or containers. New labels. New ingredients. New everything. So we kept it really, really low.
Simple.
Sold out of 3 of them. The 4th one I don't think is sold out.
It's super close.
Right. So the question then becomes like, okay, how far off were we on guessing how many we needed? Obviously not enough. So now if we say, okay, you first couple people that jumped on real fast, those are going to ship out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. If we literally go inside and reopen the product and just add in the description, if you're ordering this product after March 2nd, you are ordering a pre-order item. So it's just written in the description. And then we'll collect all those numbers by like, let's say today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, give it like a week. And now we know, hey, we need to make 40 more of this one, 30 of this one. And now we're not making 100 and only selling 20. You see what I mean? The challenge is we don't want all the customer service emails saying, I made an order on your launch day and then made another order for a sugar scrub like 4 days later. I only got this one. I never got this one. And we're like, yes, that was so it does.
Well, it's also it's even worse when somebody doesn't remember that they did it. We shipped them their stuff, but they put a claim into their bank.
Right.
And their bank goes and says, oh, okay, here's your money back. And now we sent out product and.
Yep. And then we have to fight it and all this. So it becomes a mess. So sometimes it becomes a mess. Other times it just makes our life easier because then she knows exactly how much to make. And we obviously add on a buffer and make a little more. So we'll think about it. It seems like you guys don't mind waiting 2 weeks for something to show up if you know it's a pre-order.
Most people don't. And it's not like soap either because when you do a pre-order of soap, it's usually about a month wait.
Right. This would only be 2 weeks.
Days.
Yeah.
You know, because I can make a whole big batch of sugar scrubs in a day, and they don't need any curing time.
Right. It's just like lotion, sugar scrubs, bath salts, all that stuff can be made one day and shipped out like 48 hours later, basically. So
yeah,
we'll talk about it and see. Now that we know how you guys feel, we'll figure it out. And same thing with swanky sauce. That is even better as a pre-order because we have to rent the kitchen in blocks of time. If we're like, we only pre-sold 50 bottles, we can do that in 2.5, 3 hours. Let's only rent the kitchen for 3 hours. But if we pre-sell 400 bottles, we need the kitchen for a 10-hour day. Yeah. And that all costs money. So that would help us understand what we need. So we might figure something out there.
Yeah. Do you think you will let Oakley have babies in the future? I'm going to say hard no on that one. I've thought about it for a really long time, and I said I was going to make the decision after this kidding season to see who or what comes out and what baby we end up keeping and the colors and all of this. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because there's 2 goats on the farm that if something were to happen in a birthing, situation and it went sideways like it did with Bonnie and like it did with Moo, I don't think I could recover from those 2. So they're just going to live a very safe, protected life. And pregnancy and delivery, as we found out with Bonnie last year, everything can go perfect, like perfect. And then 5 days later, she passes away on the surgery table. Like, it's so, no, I can't entertain that idea.
Yeah.
Nope, there's no amount of, oh, I'd love to see Oakley as a baby that's outweighing, or not as a baby.
Oakley's baby.
Oakley raised babies. There's no part of me that wishes that right now. If I consider what happened to her mom. Like, when that's the lesson I think that really came from Bonnie was, you know, I felt like I might have been wavering when it came to Winnie and breeding her, you know, just this one time. And losing Bonnie the way we lost her made that thought and Oakley like just blew it out of any realm of possibility. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, Nightbot doesn't like that many hearts. Somebody put up a whole bunch of hearts and Nightbot put them in timeout.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sage, Josh asked, are you planning on doing shifts on when goats, I guess, go in pens?
Yeah, so we rotate. We try to keep pen 1, 2, and 3 as those are the moms to keep an eye on because they haven't had babies yet. And then when we say all 3 of those are full with moms and babies, and we got another mom, Ligament, starting to loosen, and this mom's sitting at like 5-day-old babies, okay, you move, and then bring in mom. So that way you guys can, you know what camera basically to hang out on all the time.
Yeah,
and the
stalls 1, 2, and 3 where the aisle cam sits over, that's primarily like main action cam.
Right.
Right? That's where the moms who are like super close to going, if we have the room and the timing is right, that's where most of the babies will be born.
Yeah.
Then they get moved to, you know, if it's been a couple days or something and we have another one coming in, we move those babies to one of the back pens so that it just comes down to ease of monitoring the moms with the ligaments that are completely gone.
And it's easier for us with towels and anything we need. We're right there near the human area instead of having to go around to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we've birthed out babies in every single stall before, but it is just easier to deliver in those first 4 stalls.
Yep.
And monitoring.
Yep, you're down to 10 minutes. These ladies have plans, unless they push it.
Yeah.
Who's the right ringleader of the this is that?
It's Mel and Bonnie who are doing... Mel, I think, is the one that made all the questions. Okay. Bonnie's like her director of marketing.
Got it.
She spreads the word.
Got it. Okay, so I don't see either of them in chat right now.
They're also Thelma and Louise.
Okay.
Troublemakers.
All right.
In a good way. Will you
she
have
said
sugar?
no, we can push it. So
will you have sugar scrubs in the farm store, and can you use them on your face? I'd love to try the lemon one. All right, so here's the thing: is I had to reformulate the for the face comment question because originally I wanted it to be for the face. My test run, I tried it on my face, didn't go well. I reformulated it, tried the next batch on my face, and it's fine. The only issue is that my sugar
didn't go well. Fine, all right. And now, go ahead, continue.
My sugar is a little too. The white sugar that I use is a body. It's meant for a body because white sugar is a little more coarse than say like brown sugar. I'm gonna formulate. Well, I already have, but we haven't put it into production yet. I have a scrub that's just meant for the face. And it's going to be made of brown sugar. It's going to be chocolate. It's going to smell like you want to eat it. But it has properties. Hold on, because for your face, the chocolate has caffeine in it. Caffeine is very good for shrinking pore size. And it's... You can use it on your face, though, is what I'm saying. The lemon one specifically, because she asked about lemon. Specifically, you can use it on your face. Just don't scrub so hard. It's just... Yeah, but it's great for the face. It's not going to hurt you. In fact, I accidentally got some in my mouth, and I was like, oh my god, it's sweet. And then I realized, duh, it's sugar. Don't eat it, but it does taste good.
It's just like in the store, we get the question all the time about face bars, and then they ask, well, oh, can I use this bar on my face? We're like, yeah, of course you can. You can use anything on your face. It's just this was specifically designed for the face with different additives.
Whereas the rest of the bars were formulated for like your whole body.
Right.
This one is, has just more extra things in it that are beneficial for
So it's the same thing you're going to do with the salt. I mean, the sugar.
No,
you're going
the same thing.
You're going to make one specific for the face, even though they can all be used.
Yeah.
Has Hazel met the puppies? I just saw that. I don't know if that question was in order, so you could see.
I don't know.
She's seen a bunch of them, yes. They do not play. One time they did. But we try not... You can't let Hazel play with a 2-pound puppy.
What do you mean one time they did?
Jake thought it was funny.
Oh.
And he was in the living room with, like, Eve and Hazel, and they were like...
they were on the
like,
couch. No, that was different.
Yeah.
It was different because, I saw the whole thing. It was fine. No, that was cute, actually. Hazel was really gentle with her.
Yeah.
Are you going to breed London and Paris? The answer to that is yes. First time moms always get bred to a mini, so we'll start there. And then see where that goes. Because they can technically be bred to Asher. They can also be bred to Yoshi.
Do you know if Jake and them came back?
I didn't see them. No.
Okay. Maybe Quinn can help.
Let's see. Just looking for...
Is my oven alarm going off?
Vicky, that's one of the things, and I know this was something that you said a while back, but I'm just getting to it now. Vicky said, I understand, but I will miss having Lucy's legacy live on the farm. But it's, better safe than sorry. That was one of the things I got hung up on, because Bonnie only had one set of babies. It's different if, with Moo, we got lucky that, Mina lived down the road, and Angie was still breeding Mina at that point. We got Finley and Deja out of her. We have that legacy of Moo's on the farm still. We don't have Lucy. Now I know I have a chance to bring Lucy's legacy back to the farm, but we'll have to see about that. Let's see.
Do you think a 12-year-old can take a hot pan out of an oven safely?
What's in the pan?
A ham?
No.
It's a little one.
No.
We're having a ham, a little one.
Why don't... No. What happened here?
Well,
you kind of turned around.
I'm testing the waters here.
But you didn't turn around.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good angle.
Stella.
All right.
Okay.
Next question.
Lisa asked, will you consider breeding Vixen? No.
No, Vixen can't be. It's the same reason in the Frenchie world. You only breed the ones that have the quality to be bred. And Vixen doesn't have the quality to be bred.
No, her feet didn't. Her legs and feet didn't develop the way that we wanted them to, and we don't want to pass that on to the next generation of kids. So we stop right there.
Yeah.
So simple as that. We made a promise to her to, when we make a promise to keep a baby here, it is for life, regardless of their, breeding possibilities or not. And, we would have loved to breed Vixen, but it wasn't in her cards, but that didn't change the fact that this is still her home. So she's an example of a goat that retired before she even started.
Yeah.
Just like Gia.
No.
Yep. Any prospects for the 5 puppies that don't have homes? Yes. Somebody's coming on Thursday to come and look at Reese. A couple other prospects, so we'll cross our fingers for them.
But nothing solid on the other 4 if anybody's interested.
Right.
The applications are still available on the site, but yeah. I would say Reese right now has the best chance currently.
Yeah. How is Olivia doing in gymnastics this year? So this year's gymnastics, she switched levels, so she's in a harder level this year. The jump from where she was last year to this year, there's a huge learning curve. I'm pretty sure you farted too.
Oh.
Okay. but she's still doing fantastic. She's struggling on beam at most of her competitions, but she has a lot of goals and a lot of hours in the gym that she's dedicating to her passion, and she's really excelling. She's really proud of herself, and she works really hard, and she's having a blast. So really, that's what matters. You know, she takes something away from each one of her competitions, and you know what she's doing at 10 years old is pretty remarkable. And not the skills that she's doing, but what she's learning along the way, the work ethic, the you know, when she struggles with a certain skill, she's learning how to work through frustration and persevere. She's learning the perseverance. She's learning, like, don't give up. It's hard. Of course it's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. She's learning all of these things that, I don't know, I was an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm still learning some of these things.
Well, she had to learn, too. I don't know if I told this story once. She was having a really hard time with this 360 degree, a full turn on the balance beam, all the way around, right? And we said, you know what? We'll give you $1 for every time you fall off the beam. And she was like, what?
Let's backtrack.
Yeah.
This was during a time when she wouldn't even attempt it.
She wouldn't even do it. Scared. Right. She was so scared to do it.
Crying in the gym. The coaches were like, you can do it because you're doing it on the floor right here. There's no difference in doing it in a 4-inch wide beam that's sitting on the floor because they have different height beams. But she's having a huge, huge mental block. And so, yeah, I mean, we kind of bribed the kid to...
We basically came up with fear is not something you should be afraid of. Like, failing is not something you should be afraid of. And she was afraid to fall off. And I don't think it was afraid to fall off to get hurt. It was afraid to just keep falling off because I'm just not winning, right? So we were like, no. $1 for it. So that night at gym, she goes, you owe me $7. And I'm like, oh, what happened? She goes, I tried it, and I fell off 7 times. I go, okay, but did you land it at all? And she was like, yep. I was like, well, you can't land it if you're not willing to try it. And we only did that for one night.
But I don't think people realize this was after 4 months of standing on that beam frozen.
Right.
Yep. Frozen, like this. Like, in her, I'm ready to do this, and I can't move.
Right.
Frozen. She's done this full turn. I watched her attempt her full turn on a low beam in one practice. Had to have been 100 times.
Yeah, 100.
Like, no kidding, 100 times. Didn't land a single one of them.
Yeah.
So when people see you, I always say when you see a gymnast or another athlete or say like a basketball star and they make it look easy.
Yeah.
The amount of time and dedication and repetition that goes into you seeing them succeed, make that one basket or do that one skill that looked effortless, there were thousands upon thousands upon thousands of failures that went into that one skill. So if that's going to be her biggest takeaway this year, because gymnastics got hard this year. Up until this point, it was, I don't want to say it was easy for her, but it was easy for her. And this year, it's hard. And she's still placing, and she's still bringing home medals. And she's seeing some of her girls who got medals all last year who moved up to this level with her, and they're not bringing anything home. And I think it's a really big reality check that, you know, it's not about the medals. Of course, when all of your thousands of repetitions converts into a medal, that's fantastic, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it lasts for a year. You know, Coach just posted something on the Facebook page of Hannah, who is now a level 10 gymnast, and that's the highest level in any gym up until high school, you know, up through high school. Through high school, And it is Olivia's goal to get there. But what Coach did was smart. She posted about how it's sometimes, you know, when you're struggling, it's easy to not be able to see through the mud, you know, and you might have the ups and the downs of gymnastics. If it's not clear to you yet, it might be clear to you this year.
Yeah.
And it was a then and now type video of Hannah doing a round off back handspring when she was like 8, 9 years old.
Because coach has had Hannah forever.
They've had Hannah since she was itty bitty. Yeah. And now she's a senior, level 10, doing hard level 10 things. So they took a video of her doing a round off back gnarly. It was a gnarly round off back handspring. The knees were all over the place. It's ugly, right? At like 8, 9, 10 years old. And now she's doing like really 17 or whatever. Hard, you know, 17, 18 years old, doing some of the hardest tumbling passes in level 10 gymnastics. And you don't see, when you're looking so closely, maybe some of these girls have only known Hannah for 2 years, where she started. And she started right where you are right now. Yep. And if you stick with it, you can go here. And it was really powerful for Liv to see that. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, it's something. I talked a lot about that. You did talk a lot about that one, but that's okay. It's been a lot. It's been what we do this time of year. It starts in January, right? That's the thing about gymnastics is it never stops. It never stops. Her season stops on the last day of April, and the new season starts May 1st. Right. Yeah. And then it's training season until November. But there's training season and competition season. And November through the end of March is competition season. Yes, November through March is And then you work on next level skills. It's one of the reasons somebody, I think it was Tyler, said, like, it's March, how come no goats have been born? And we're like, because we moved it a little bit. We bred them a cycle later because we didn't want goats being born while Olivia and Mom were in Florida at the Florida competition. So we moved it. So that's why they're later. Yeah. So yeah. Apparently pink is my color. Pink is your color. Is Grayson retired? Grayson is retired from breeding girls on our farm, but he does do driveway breeding still. So he does still do... Not as much as he wants to. The stud. No, well, I think that's every guy's complaint. Next question. What's the deal with Hunter? Hunter is an old man who found a retirement home. Yeah, we have gotten word that he's down the street at a neighbor's house trying to bang on their sliding glass door to get inside. They set up a sunspot for him and everything. Like, they're feeding him. When was the last time they saw him? Recently. Yeah. Because she texted me about his, We're trying to catch him, eventually. But that hasn't happened. He seems to be happy in his sunspot on their back deck. He's happy. Yeah. And he can't move into their house because she's allergic. Yeah. So, no, he's happy. I mean, he's an outdoor cat who's like 10 years old now. Yeah. So, if he doesn't come home, he's an outdoor cat that's 10 years old. And now we've got this other one with a fluffy tail, which supposedly there's two. No, there's not. There's only one. Okay. Was Vicky seeing double like I do when I don't wear my glasses? Because there's two of you right now. So, Vicky thought that Vicky thought that one of them was black and the other one was tabby. Got it. But it really is the same cat. Got it. Okay. Because I have not seen two of them. No, I haven't. Well, there is a black cat and there is an orange cat. I'm not talking about. Okay. No. Okay. One of tabby, not orange tabby. Got it. Okay. Yes. One of them is fluffy and orange. That's camo. Yeah, I've seen... He blends. That's why he's camouflaged in with the other orange cats. Right. Mystery, we thought for a little while there he could have been part bobcat. We thought he was a bobcat. Huge. We thought he was huge. Like, he's enormous. Yeah. Also has a fluffy tail, but enormous head. But he's not actually black. He is a tabby. Yeah. Like Molly was. Right, that same color. Yeah. So I saw somebody post here. It wasn't a question. It said Woozy, I think, put it in there. It says Olivia will be ready for the 2032 Olympics in Australia. That's where we are not delusional.
Olivia's not Olympic material.
No.
She would have to be like level 7 or 8 at the age she's at now. And then,
I know a girl who's 7 years old and she's a level 7.
Right. So yeah, that's not how it's going to work. Now, she can work her way through high school, try to get to that level 10. That's when the scouts will start looking at you junior, senior year, if she's level 9, 10, and then college on a full ride, NCAA. That's kind of the vision we want her to keep in her mind, because that's doable but not easy. Olympics is delusional. That's not happening. We're just too late for that.
It's not even something that she even talks about.
Nope.
And let's face it, NCAA is going to be hard enough.
Yeah.
For her to, and she's 10.
And she's 10.
So
right.
We'll just.
But it sounds like if you ask her, and we'll talk about all 4 kids for a minute. If you ask Olivia, it's gymnastics through high school, and then maybe sports medicine or coach of some kind. You ask Quinn, he wants to be this is like 3 years in a row, a contractor. He wants to build houses.
Like a general.
Right? So he's moving into that technical high school. Do we go there?
That's the conversation that we had in the kitchen the other day.
Right.
Tyler asked, like, "Well, high school do you want to go to? You want to go to my high school or what?" And he's like, "No. I mean, I want to." He's like, "I want to go for woodworking," which he means like.
Yeah, he didn't mean like building cabinets or dressers.
Like construction.
He means houses. And then Tyler is starting to think, he wants to own his own business. He has that entrepreneurial thing and all that. But in the meantime, he might end up at Electric Boat building submarines.
Yeah, he's really
super excited about that. And they pretty much want him already straight out of high school. He already knows how to weld.
Well, there's an internship that they're offering him in between junior and senior year.
Right. Yeah, so in between junior, senior year, paid intern. He gets educated, paid, all that, and then he starts building submarines, which Connecticut just signed, don't quote me, but it's like a 15-year contract to build like 4 more submarines.
Well, and the guy who taught him how to weld is actually the master welder for Electric Boat.
Right.
And so he came here and taught Tyler how to weld and was like, "You keep up with this. I have to hire
100 welders.
100 new welders, like a year for the next 5 years or something."
Right.
Something like that, to keep up with the whole
demand
right.
of
so getting these
Tyler's set if he stays focused there. If he sticks
with that, yeah.
And then Jake's doing pretty good at Costco's, likes it, does his thing, loves night shift. Like he'd sleep till 2 o'clock in the afternoon and then go to work. He loves that.
He doesn't go to bed until 5 or 6.
Right, he loves that. But now is thinking about IT security, something, trying to get into the IT side or security side, which he could do at Costco's. If he starts meeting, every location has IT, and then talk about national level. I don't even know where Costco's is based out of. Headquartered.
Headquarters? I don't know.
I actually think it's Mass. No, that might be BJ's. One of them is headquartered in Mass. Somebody in chat can figure it out. Google it. Where's Costco's headquartered? So there you go. There's your little wrap up on all 4 of them. And they're all older now, or will be in a couple days.
By the 8th, everybody will have clicked over except for Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia's birthday's in the summer. Everybody else is between February and March. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So there's your update on all of that.
The human update.
The human update, yeah.
Sylvie asked, "Are goats who are expecting multiples at risk of delivering early just like a human?" Well, yes and no. Mm-hmm. So Dr. Kara explains it to me. Actually, Dr. Lindsay explained it to me once. The reason, who had a singleton a couple years ago, I think it was Dee, she never let that baby go. It was Tucker. It was Dee's last baby, Tucker.
Yeah.
The reason he was so late was because there was so much room in her body for him that it never put enough stress on his body to release the hormone, the chemical that's required to induce labor in the mom. So it's actually the babies tell moms, just like in the dogs, the babies are telling the moms when they're done cooking. And that stress hormone comes from the lungs, and it comes from being compressed and squeezed. Like, hey, I have run out of room. It isn't comfortable. It is not comfortable in here anymore, and I would like to exit. And that hormone then gets released into the body and creates the contractions and the loosening of all of the ligaments that we look for signs of impending delivery. It is the same hormone that we inject if we have to induce labor. It's a natural hormone. We inject it into the goat. It starts loosening everything and doing the contractions that, the baby is just too comfortable in there. So one could deduce that if there are multiples and mom runs out of space in her uterus because she's got 2 big babies or maybe 3 babies in there, one could assume that she's not going to go 5 days late with twins or triplets, but she would with a singleton. So yeah, I mean, I would think there's obviously like
we've had triplets go late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we've had singletons go early.
Yeah, Dolce.
Yeah.
Dolce went 140. Somebody went like early last year, and it took us by surprise because we were like, hold on a second. I think it was one of the first timers.
Oh, Costco's headquarters in Washington State. Okay, he can't go to headquarters.
Really
That's too far away. I was way off. It's BJ's. That is up in
Got it.
BJ's Wholesale Club, I think, is in Mass.
Yeah. Did Grayson or Yoshi have success with driveway breedings this year? As far as I know.
No.
Yep, because they didn't come back.
That's true.
Well, that's not necessarily means that they were successful, but
right.
I know these people. They would come back to breed again if it did not work out. So crossing our fingers that they had a bunch of dates actually, because that one person came, So and they brought each couple goats with them.
Yeah.
Right.
I did one of them. You were at gymnastics or something, and one of them was real late. They came in like January.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Because she didn't take the first time.
Yeah.
Or no, she just caught this. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might let people know who are out of the U.S. and Canada that I have a chat on Facebook that will alert them to the moms are pushing. Well, she just let everybody know.
You just let everybody know that there's some chat.
I think you can find that on the Syman Farms live page, too.
Yeah, but it's under the Syman Says Farms chat room Facebook thing. Sorry, I had to get out of it because I couldn't handle all the bling, 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 bling.
No,
I couldn't figure it out.
I thought it was its own chat.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to sign up for it.
Okay. So it's somewhere. Facebook has some chat feature.
Yeah.
And it's somewhere in there.
Couple questions about Nick and Vivian. How are they doing? Chance of pictures. That's all on Angie, and I know she has a lot on her plate right now, so I am not going to be the one to ask her for updates.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that they're fine. Like, everybody's healthy over there. But pictures and stuff like that is
Nick and Vivian, that's where you were.
Completely up to her.
I saw a question there with no red question marks. I caught it there. It says, Aaron, when are the goats being moved? So that's not up to me. That's up to Liz. But we just discussed that this morning. There's just maintenance that has to happen. And today it was House of Pie with their new loose mineral bins and their new grain feeders. And Quinn and I mixed up a whole bunch of grain into a big blue massive bucket. Still got to get black oil sunflower seeds, but that was House of Pie's project. And then I had to run and fix Vera's problem for breaking the loose mineral. So that was today. Hopefully tomorrow there's other things on the plan. But we got to get the leaf blower out. We got to clean up all the leaves. Then move the 3 out of the red barn over. And then start moving Winston and Winnie and all the rest out of the barn into the red barn. So that's all I would say. My goal would be by like Tuesday, Wednesday, soon. I want them out before we start having babies, So it's very soon. It all comes down. It was 20 degrees outside today, but yet it looked nice.
No, it was awful.
Yeah, so hopefully.
That's who I thought it was Dolce. She was 4 days early last year with one
baby.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
One baby. She was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Carol. How is Mama Liz doing with this kidding season? My therapist asked me the same question.
What was your answer?
I think I don't feel any more or less anxious leading up to this kidding season than I have in years past. I have to figure out how I'm going to be okay putting goats in stalls 1 and 3. So
we found some sage.
While cleaning the house, we found some sage spray that one of you very nice villagers sent me. And so we're going to sage the barn. And I think I'll feel better
And not
that.
with a lighter and an actual sage thing.
It's a spray bottle.
Yeah,
of
no, we
liquid
can't
sage.
do that. That's a fire hazard.
I
know. I'm just saying. Somebody will jump in and be like, "Oh, you're supposed to light the sage," and I'm like, ooh.
Smudge.
Yeah,
the barn.
no.
I'm not smudging the barn.
Did that once in the house. I was like, "What the hell is going on in here?"
He thought I was smoking something. I was like,
"Oh my
you
God."
think this is that? No, we don't have that in the house. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
yeah.
tomorrow's more hay, so
that's great.
that'll be fun. More hay.
You say it. Okay, you say you're half full. Say your cup is half full, and then you say stuff like more hay.
Yeah. So
contradicting yourself there.
It's coming soon. They're wasting so much hay. We're upgrading hay feeders. It's gonna happen. They're gonna love it. Amazing. Just how could I say? No, I won't say it.
I can't right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
How do you think Vera? Nope. Will 80 be retired after this year? How old is 80? I'm not.
80?
Why am I asking you?
How am I asking you?
You're like, which
how
one's
old is 80? I know which one 80 is. The one we sold and then came back.
Actually, she was born in 2020.
Yeah,
no.
she's old.
19?
19 probably.
Anyway,
Yeah.
She's only 5 or 6. She's got at least one more year in her. But all that can change because, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
We actually answered the puppy question already. I don't know where it just went. Yeah, we do have some interest, but we still have some available.
How do you think Vera's going to do without her mom?
She's going to yell all the time. And then that's going to take a week, and then she'll get over it. You know?
Actually, Patreon is how you adopt a
Nope.
hay member.
Nope. We have
anyway,
officially sort of tried to transition everything off Patreon over. Patreon's still there. For those of you that are members of Patreon, we appreciate it. Thank you. Every dollar counts. It helps, right? When we're ordering as much hay as we are and how expensive it is, it helps. The member program on the non-live channel. So this is the live channel. You guys have your fancy little... Oh, what year are we up to? And can we make a new one? I don't know if YouTube lets us. We'll have to look. What? Go ahead.
I've done all of that.
No, I know. You did all that.
For the next, 2 years.
So it goes all the way up to how many years?
7?
7? Oh, wow.
Something like that.
It goes pretty high. I can't even read these. My eyes don't work that well. But, so my point is, your little member logos change. They go all the way up to a whole bunch of years and whatever. Can you see them? I can't.
Vicky has her 3-year badge.
Vicky has a 3. Yeah.
4-year. Carol has 4-year. Who has?
I see a 3-year. I see a gold one. That's a 2, right?
Yeah.
Anybody know? Is that gray one a 1? The teal one's the 3.
That's technically rainbow. And the 4 is technically blue pattern.
Got it. Okay, so Kim has the 4? So Kim has the 4. Got it. So my point is, over on the other channel, we created an Adopt a Goat membership where we're taking a picture. I literally steal pictures off of Liz's Facebook. And probably about 4 to 5 times a year, you actually get a 5x7 canvas photo sent to you. But I gotta wait for YouTube to show me how long you've been a member. So, once you've been a member for 2 months and it clicks over into month 3, okay, this person's been a member for 2.7 months or whatever, and it goes right to 3, you get a photo shipped. And then to 6, you get a photo shipped. And then the 9, and then whatever. So I already came up, somebody got, I think photo number 2 went out to someone. So that's kind of the Adopt a Goat. You could literally collect these little photos. Mm-hmm. That's how that thing works. And I just export the member list from the other channel, and then
there is still a membership level on Patreon though that is buy a bale of hay.
Yes.
For your goat, and $6 a month, which used to be how much hay costs, and now it's like $12.
Yeah.
So it'll be renamed
by
half a bale of hay.
Yeah.
Rita asked, have you ever had any preemies? While I can confidently say, no, we haven't. You are... Tiger and Lily sure acted like they were.
Yeah.
Even though I know exactly when they were bred.
Yeah.
But they did act like it.
Yeah. So it sounds like 4 years is the most in chat right now. So there is a 5th year one. I just don't know what it looks like. I don't remember.
It'll be in behind the scenes
stuff.
And I'll have to make sure I actually made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think our membership program's only been going for 4 years, so.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so that's a tough one, and that's one Liz and I have. Did you see that question that just popped up?
I
So,
did.
as of right now, the whole plan here was to get ahead of it, right? Create this program to where you got the picture of Rainy. Rainy was number 1 with another goat in the background. I think it was Rainy and River. Somebody can tell me what was in that photo. And somebody was photo bombing too. There was a third goat photo bombing in there. The second one is Greta. The third one, I'm not sure exactly who yet, but I've got an idea. So the goal, if you're only going to get 5 or 6 a year, maybe if I go to 6 a year, I got to do the math, to be honest, because you pay a monthly fee, but then we have to pay to get these photos taken and ship them out, and what does it all equal out to? So the goal is not to go backwards, unless Liz and I are like, you know what, let's go backwards, and let's pick this goat, and everybody gets it. That's been a member of this program for a year or something. I don't know. So the goal is not to go backwards. To start now and keep working our way through, so that way when they do pass away, you have that photo. But as of right now, and the plan is, the only way to get that is to become a member on that side. Because they're cool. And I'm buying 1 extra for her, too, so she has a collection, too. Yep. So eventually, 2, 3, 4 years from now, you could have 20 of these things. And they're not too big. They're small on purpose. You good over there?
We're great.
Okay, I'll go to the next one. Whoa, it jumped.
Stella, she's going limp.
Oh, Aaron, are you going to change the House of Pie 2 feeder like House of Pie 1? No. They're going to be completely different feeders you've never seen here on the farm. We're going to attempt 1 first, see how they like it, how do they eat out of it, maybe let it go for 2, 3, 4 weeks, I don't know, see how the waste is, all that kind of stuff, and then say, yep, we love it, this feeder's working great, and start replacing others. Kind of the plan. I'm looking for the video of the Splashdown babies. What year did that happen? Don't know. Not sure what year that happened.
I'm also going to say that was 2020. Or it's 2022. It was whatever year I wanted to get off that ride real fast. And I know both of those years were... Hi, welcome back.
She back? She good?
Welcome back. Are you okay? Huh? Did you feel nice?
What? She about to
she's,
pass out or something?
She's choking on her own spit. You okay? If you're gonna throw up, she threw up.
Not a first, by the way.
That is not.
Nope. That happened once before on a live. Telly, you good?
She's like, guys, that felt so good. I got the reflux.
Oh yeah.
Are you okay?
Let's
Because
not
that
go
was a different
upside down.
color for you.
Oh man.
Are you all right?
Yeah, let's not do that anymore.
Apparently, it was mind blowing.
Oh jeez, Stella. Whew.
2021.
Did they find it?
Telly loves belly rubs until she all over YouTube. You okay? Well, don't knock the camera. Oh, okay, now she's got to stretch it out. She's like, I feel so much better. Don't knock the camera.
Yeah, nope, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. I found it. Did they find it already?
I wasn't
Oh,
looking.
I wasn't sure if they found it.
I was dealing with a situation.
Oh, with a situation. All right, how many more do we have? Because they got to get to
No,
this.
we're done.
This
we
or
should
that.
do this or that now.
All right.
we're done. We gotta go do a little cleanup on
aisle blanket.
aisle chair.
Yep, and I gotta
And
go.
Stella's at the door. She's like, I gotta go.
She's like, it's time to go.
That was a nap.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well, now for whoever wants to stick around, head back over to the OG like baby watch cam.
Right. Yeah.
And then I believe Mel is spearheading this. Excuse me. Mel is gonna do this or that, and
Yep.
we're gonna try to get in the house and also play along.
Yep,
So
that's it. So thanks for stopping by.
yep, we'll do some updates. I think I told the moderators we're gonna do updates once ligaments start moving. Every morning at least, immediately after chores, which are going to be at 8:05 in the morning from now until the end of kidding season, unless somebody looks like they're doing something funky. That's when we'll be checking ligaments, and then if there's any news to share, we'll pass it along to the moderator. So if they do not have news, it's because they did not get news, and that means nothing changed. So we're not going to tell you, hey, nothing changed. Just no news is no news.
Yep.
So, okay.
Yep. Sounds like a
Do
plan.
not knock into the camera.
All right.